Ladies and gentlemen, let us welcome the Crusaders of Wildwood Catholic. Their starting lineup is as follows. Starting at one guard is a junior wearing number 1, Kevin McWade. Also at the guard position, wearing number 5 is a senior, George Cook. A senior guard wearing number 25, Jordan Robertson. Also, a forward in his senior year, wearing number 41, Eddie McWade. And in the middle is a senior, wearing number 32, Clemson Freeman. Ladies and gentlemen, the elegant David Luis, the head coach for the Crusaders of Wildwood Catholic. There they are, ladies and gentlemen. The Crusaders of Wildwood Catholic. And now, ladies and gentlemen, let's prepare to meet the Chiefs of Cherokee. Their starting lineup is as follows. Starting at one guard is a junior, wearing number 10, Paul Bellamy. Also at the guard position is a senior, wearing number 13, Kyle Carriger. A guard in his senior year, wearing number 22, Kevin Whitstead. Also at the forward position, a senior, wearing number 20, Ben Handel. And at the forward position is a senior, wearing number 25, Jake Powell.
Good evening, everybody, and welcome to 97.3 ESPN.com's coverage of the Shootdown Cancer Classic here at the St. Augustine Prep campus. Mike Gill with you here for the second of two games tonight on 97.3 ESPN.com. You just listened to St. Joe's fall to Eastern in a great game, 59-53. Right now, we're getting set to bring you Wildwood Catholic, the Crusaders, taking on the Chiefs of Cherokee in the final game of the Shootdown Cancer Classic here at St. Augustine, the fantastic 2014 Classic coming to an end in our last game, 59-53. Big game by Matt Klanuski with 23 points and 14 rebounds to lead Eastern. Ben Mitchell had 21 for St. Joe. Charlie Riccardi with 20 for the Wildcats, who fell to 12-5. Eastern improved to 16-3. Here, it's the Crusaders and the Chiefs on 97.3 ESPN.com as we are set to go. Wildwood Catholic in blue with white and black trim, moving right to left on the video. Cherokee in white and orange. 2-3 zone for Cherokee as we start off live action here on the .com. Jordan Robertson, McWade, Cook, the two McWades, Robertson, Cook, and Freeman, the five on the floor to start it, as Freeman gets a look on a little alley-oop pass as Cook with the assist. Robertson with the deuce, 2-0 Crusaders. Powell, Wicksted, Handel, Carriger, and Bellamy, the five on the floor for the Chiefs. Cherokee looking at a man-to-man defense. 3-ball on the way for Bellamy, and Paul Bellamy hits a three and gives a little look over the Wildwood Catholic bench. Cook walks it up. 3-2, Chiefs in the lead. 7 minutes played, 1 minute gone. Robertson, right side, McWade. McWade back to Cook. Cook bounce pass. Robertson goes baseline, loses the handle, ball on the floor. Here come the Chiefs. Outlet pass to Carriger. Kyle Carriger. Ball tipped into the hands of Powell. Jake Powell hands it off to Carriger. Kyle Carriger and Brandon Carriger, you'll hear both in the game for the Chiefs. Nice pass down the block. Layup good. Kevin Wicksted for a 5-2 Cherokee leads. Wildwood Catholic. 6.5 minutes to play, first quarter. Minute and a half gone. McWade, Cook, back to McWade. McWade back to Cook. Bounce pass to Freeman. Freeman, little up and under, puts a shot put up, and he gets it to go. Clint Freeman's got two. 5-4. Minute 45 gone by, first quarter. Cherokee, dribble drive into the corner. Bellamy back up top for Powell. Jake Powell, Bellamy, over there to Wixon at the top of the key. Powell puts it on the floor at the elbow, and the ball stolen away by McWade. Eddie tipped it. Kevin came up with it. Here's Eddie. Eddie on the wing. Over to Kevin. Swing pass for Robertson. Back up top for Cook. 2-3 zone by the Chiefs. 5:40 first quarter. 5-4 Chiefs in the lead. Left wing Robertson. Robertson, top of the key, foul line, kicks it in the corner. 3-ball on the way for McWade long. Rebound is on the floor. McWade has it. He loses it. Ball is knocked around into the hands of Freeman, and he's fouled from the backside. And I believe they're going to get Kevin Wickstead. Wickstead's first, team's first. Mike Gill with you here on the .com, 97.3 ESPN.com's coverage of high school basketball. Inbounding. Cook gets it to Freeman. Freeman bodies himself in, gets the bucket to fall, but first a foul before the shot. So wave the basket off and get Wickstead for his second. So Kevin Wickstead quickly has 2. We'll see if the Chiefs go to the bench. Cook inbounds. Cook, the trigger man, gets it into Robertson. Robertson swing pass for McWade. Top of the key. 2-3 zone. McWade comes to the near side. Back to Cook. Cook dribble drive, kicks it over to Robertson. Robertson goes baseline down with a pass. It's stolen away. Here come the Chiefs. Powell, Bellamy, and Carringer. Powell has it. He almost lost the pivot foot. Here's Wickstead. Wickstead at the elbow. Over to Carringer. Carringer at the left elbow. Kicks it out. 3-ball on the way. Can't get it. High. Rebound comes down to Powell. Now a 3-ball from Bellamy from straight on. That's no good. The rebound comes down to Handel, and it gets it blocked by McWade. Here comes the outlet. Robertson catches it, and they have to retreat. Cherokee gets back on the defense. 5-4, 4:28. Wildwood Catholic trails with the ball. Robertson. Cook. Cook gives up the dribble, bounce pass to McWade. Kevin McWade. Cross court to Robertson. Robertson, one dribble, and he gives it up. Gives it to Eddie McWade. A left-hander off the glass is good. Ed McWade gives it a 6-4 Wildwood Catholic lead. 6-5 Wildwood Catholic lead. 4 minutes to play. First quarter. Bellamy kicks it out. Baseline, a little jumper from 8 feet away. Knocked away there by Robertson, and it goes out of bounds. And a foul called on the bottom of the baseline there. And the foul's going to be on Eddie McWade. Into the game is Brian Cunningham. Wickstead takes a seat with the 2 fouls. First foul on McWade, 3:51 to play. Inbounding the basketball, Cherokee gets it to Powell. Powell puts it on the floor, kicks it over there to Cunningham, just into the game. Bounce pass to Carringer. Carringer with the left hand, kicks it up to Cunningham. 3:42 left. Gets a screen, loses the handle, whistle. Ed McWade foul called his second. So 2 fouls on McWade now all of a sudden. So 2 fouls on McWade, 2 fouls on Wickstead. Cherokee trails 6-5 with the ball. Bounce pass to the left elbow. Carringer goes baseline, uses some body. Shot is way long. McWade with the rebound. Here comes Cook. Cook up the near sideline. Crosses the timeline. McWade down to Freeman. Freeman on the block. Freeman tries to swing a pass into the right corner and gets knocked out of bounds with 3:13 to play in the first quarter. 6-5 Catholic in the lead with the ball. Catholic will inbound. Down low on the block. Freeman's shot somehow goes between 3 Cherokee Chiefs. So Freeman has 4 to lead the way for Wildwood Catholic. They lead at 8-5. Couple subs set to come in for the Crusaders. One being Will Bell. The other one will be Trey Smith. Kevin McWade with the foul. Eddie McWade comes out. Bell and Smith in. Freeman and McWade out. So a small Wildwood Catholic lineup now. Robertson Bell and Kevin McWade down in the forward positions in a 2-3. Smith and Cook at the top of the key in the 2-3. Couple newcomers into the game for Cherokee as well. Cunningham gets the ball into the corner. Now they get to Powell on the block. Blocked away by Robertson. Cook with the rebound. Cook crosses the timeline, gets it to Robertson. Robertson come back in transition. Slows it back down. Smith over to Bell. Cook. Here's Smith at the foul line for Robertson. Into the corner for McWade. McWade goes baseline. Then he throws it into the corner. It's stolen away by Bellamy. Here comes the outlet pass for Carringer. Back the other way for Cunningham with a jump stop and a layup is good. Brian Cunningham has 2. 8-7. Wildwood Catholic leads it. 2 minutes to play first quarter. Cook crosses the timeline with a 1-point lead. Circles to the near side on the wing. Back to Smith. Smith gets it to McWade. Kevin McWade, the only McWade in the game currently. Eddie's got 2 fouls here in the first quarter. Robertson, top of the key. Here's Cook. Robertson back at the top of the key. 2-3 look by Cherokee. They got McWade trapped in the corner who gets it to Cook. Cook over to Smith. Trey Smith into the game. Robertson at the right elbow. Cook at the left elbow. Into the corner. Smith bounce passes it down low for Will Bell. Now a 3 by Smith is no good, and the rebound comes down to Brian Cunningham. Here come the Chiefs with 1:17 to play in the first quarter. They trail by 1, 8-7. Carringer with the basketball. 2-3 look by Wildwood Catholic. Very small Catholic lineup. Under a minute in the first quarter. Carringer and Bellamy play catch in the backcourt. They get Cunningham involved. Now a cross-court pass for Bellamy, a 3, and that's long, the rebound. And down on the left block, a foul. And it looks like they're going to get Brian Cunningham for his first foul. 49 seconds to play here in the first quarter. Ed McWade with 2 fouls comes back in for Trey Smith. McWade brings it up. Now he hands it to Cook. 45 seconds and counting. 8-7, Wildwood Catholic leads it. 97.3 ESPN.com. Going to dribble out this first quarter, looking for 1. $27 seconds. Down to 20. Cherokee content on allowing Wildwood Catholic to dribble this out. 15 seconds. Now some movement. Up top for McWade. Down low for Eddie McWade. He's kind of pushed from the backside. He has to go to the elbow to go get the ball. Back to Kevin McWade in the corner for Cook. Cook puts it on the floor. Now he hits a little fadeaway. It's no good. And McWade puts it back. Can't get it to fall. Cunningham gets the rebound. And that's how we end the first quarter. The score, Wildwood Catholic 8, Cherokee 7, 97.3 ESPN.com. It's brought to you by Ulmer's Appliance Service. With 4 offices to serve you, call 399-4398 for information. Ulmer's Appliance Service. 4 points for Freeman to lead the way. 3 for Bellamy for Cherokee. 8-7, Wildwood Catholic leads Cherokee on 97.3 ESPN.com. Start of the second quarter. 97.3 ESPN.com's coverage of the Shootdown Cancer Classic. You know, Tyler Donahue with the South Jersey Sports Report was here yesterday. Got great news from Tom Farraco, who was back on the bench yesterday. announced on our air, cancer-free. So congratulations to him for winning that battle. We're proud to serve him and follow that program. Tough loss yesterday for Middle, but great to see Tommy back on the sideline. Here it's 8-7, Wildwood Catholic leading Cherokee. Start of the second quarter, Cherokee with the basketball. 5 on the floor for Catholic is their 5 starters. Bellamy with a shot. It's no good. He took steps first, so we'll take the basket away. We turn it over. Wildwood Catholic with the ball. 7:38 left here in the half. Go to 973ESPN.com and take a look at the rest of our schedule coming up. We'll have Holy Spirit in Atlantic City on Friday the 19th and Paul VI against Atlantic City on the 22nd. Followed by the Cape Atlantic League playoffs, which start on the 21st. And then the NJSIA playoffs that start on March 3rd. Turnover by Catholic back the other way. Carringer loses the handle. Now a 3-ball on the way for Wickstead, in and out, no good. The rebound comes down to McWade. McWade outlets it to Robertson. Robertson on the near sideline. Robertson between the legs gives it back to Cook. 7 minutes to play in a half. Cook over to Robertson. Robertson bounce pass to McWade. McWade just throws a pass into the hands of Carringer. Carringer into Powell, and it's blocked away. Bellamy's shot was blocked by Robertson. He comes up with his own rebound, and a timeout taken with 6:44 to go here in the second quarter. A 30-second timeout taken by Dave DeWeese, as he's not happy with what he sees. His team's offense not getting started the way he wanted to here in the second quarter. 8-7, Wildwood Catholic leads it on 97.3 ESPN.com. As we told you, go to 97.3 ESPN.com and hit the high school basketball hoops page, and you'll see our upcoming schedule. Now, you got to keep checking it. If we add games, our next game scheduled 10 days from now, Holy Spirit in Atlantic City, that game at AC High. And then Paul VI at Atlantic City. That's a Saturday night at 7 o'clock game on the 22nd. So that will be one of the best teams in South Jersey. We'll see where Atlantic City is. They beat Camden yesterday here at the Shootdown Classic. Shootdown Cancer Classic, we should say. 8-7, Wildwood Catholic out of the timeout with the ball. 2-3 zone for Cherokee. Coached by Matt Schultz. Dave DeWeese, of course, on the bench for Wildwood Catholic. Smith into the game for the Crusaders. He's at the top of the key with the ball. Gets on the right side for Cook. Back to Smith. McWade, Kevin McWade on the bench. Cross court for Cook. Back to Smith. Down in the paint for McWade. A left hand turnaround, no good. Rebound snapped down by Marcus Lewis Marshall just into the game. Carringer, right side. Carringer takes the ball. Back to Kevin Brown into the game for the first time. Brown on the wing. Brown. Back to Carringer, 2-3 zone for Wildwood Catholic. Baseline, and on the end line goes Brian Cunningham, so they turn it over. 5:52 to play in the half, 8-7. You know, after doing 2 games by myself, I think I might need a drink at halftime. Robertson crosses the timeline. Robertson gets it up to Smith. Smith over there to Cook. Cook on the left side, near sideline to it. Smith thought about a 3, and he took a step. Thought about it too long, moved that pivot foot, turns it over. 5:37 to play, 8-7. No score here in the second quarter yet. It was 8-7 after 1. So almost midway through the second, no score. 8-7's the total. Nothing here in the second quarter. Little baseline jumper for Lewis Marshall. Rebound McWade. Outlet to Cook. Cook up the right sideline. Cook goes baseline. Now he spins back out. McWade, Freeman at the top of the key. There's Cook on the right wing. Up top for Smith. Over here for Robertson on the near side. Smith, bounce pass to Cook. Cook back up top for Trey Smith. 1 dribble and a 3 straight on. Hits it off the side of the backboard, no good, but Freeman gets the rebound. His shot is partially blocked by Lewis Marshall, and the rebound comes down to Kyle Carringer. Crosses the timeline. Left side for Kevin Brown. Brown dumps it off on the baseline, and it's going to go off Wildwood Catholic. Garrett Moretti is going to jump into the game here for Wildwood Catholic. It'll stay with Cherokee. Trey Smith out, Moretti in with 4:45 left. Still no score here in the second quarter. of play. 8-7 Wildwood Catholic overall. 3 ball by Cunningham on the left side, rattles it home. So Brian Cunningham has 5. He gives Cherokee the lead, 10-8. 4.5 minutes to play here in the half. Up top for Moretti, on the wing for Cook. Cook, cross court. Robertson, 3 on a catch and a shoot, no good. Rebound comes down, the long rebound comes down to Brian Cunningham. 10-8, 4:14 to play. Cherokee with the lead and the ball. Davis thought about a 3 to get it to Carringer. Carringer in the middle of the paint, little floater, no good. The rebound, Lewis Marshall knocked it out of bounds, and it goes to Wildwood Catholic with 4:05 to play. Into the game, Tyler Tobin. So Carringer out, Tobin in. Cook brings it up, Wildwood Catholic. Trails by 2 with the ball. Under 4 minutes to play in the first half. And there's a whistle down on the baseline. We'll see what it is. Do they have Kevin Wickstead? No. Marshall Lewis, or Lewis Marshall the other way around. Charged with the foul, and he's going to take a seat. Cook inbounds, trigger man on the basket, gets it in. McWade drives hard to the basket, a little floater goes. He's got 4 here, and Wildwood Catholic ties it, 10-10, 3:45 left to play in the first half of play. Kevin Brown thought about a little 18-footer, kicked it off into the corner. Now they get it to Wickstead. Wickstead right in the lane, then he ducks himself in. Tough shot, can't get it to go. Freeman to Robertson in transition. Robertson's layup is short. Rebound comes down to Tobin. And Tobin almost lost it on the end line, runs it down, and here come the Chiefs. 10-10 to score, coming up on 3 minutes to play. 2-3 zone by Wildwood Catholic. Davis, bounce pass. Tobin crosses it over to Cunningham. Into the corner. Tobin, 3 ball on the way. Long. Rebound comes down to McWade. McWade in the corner for Moretti. Moretti up to Freeman. He'll shoot that from the top of the key, and he does. Front rim, no good. And the rebound is on the floor. It rolls out of bounds. We'll see where this ball is going. No indication from any official as of yet, but it looks like it's staying with blue. Wildwood Catholic in blue and black tonight. Designated as the visitor here at the Shootdown Classic. 2:45 and counting. Moretti gets it to Cook. Cook on the left side. Dribbles it into the paint and kicks it out for Moretti's 3, and it's in and out, no good. But a great rebound by Robertson. A fadeaway is good. Jordan Robertson has 4. Catholic leads by 2 with 2.5 to play. Tobin crosses the timeline with 2:23. Tobin over to Davis. Davis with a long 3. Back iron, no good. 3 Chiefs surround the ball, and they try to corral it. Nobody does. It goes out of bounds. It'll go to Wildwood Catholic with 2:16 to play. And into the game is Paul Bellamy. Pat Thompson in for the first time. And Kevin Brown's going to take a seat along with Wickstead. Catholic with their 5 starters -1. Moretti's in. Kevin McWade out. Robertson. Over to Cook. Moretti. Over to Cook again. Cook, no-look pass. He looked off the defender. Got it to Clint Freeman in the paint. Freeman's got 6. Catholic leads by 4. We're under 2 to play in the half. 14-10. Low-scoring affair here at the Prep. Wildwood Catholic and Cherokee. Cherokee in the white and orange on your video. Catholic in blue. Baseline. Kicks it into the corner. We got a baseline. They turn it over. So Pat Thompson turns it over, and Cherokee takes a timeout with 1:40 left to play here in the first half. And Cherokee takes a timeout. They trail 14-10 here on 97.3 ESPN.com. Back to live action. 14-10. Wildwood Catholic leads and the ball. Coming out of that timeout. Minute and a half left to play here in the first half. Robertson gets it to Cook. Cook in the corner for Moretti. Moretti in the deep left corner. Gives up the dribble, gets it to Cook. Cook at the right elbow. Underhand pass for Robertson. Cook now with the ball on the right wing. Circles back out. 1:15 to play in the half. Robertson at the top of the key. Moretti back to Robertson. 2-3 extended here. They got it popped out pretty far. Cook. Right of the lane, cross court for Moretti. Moretti goes baseline, leaves it for Freeman, and the bucket is waved off. An offensive foul on Garrett Moretti driving baseline. And Garrett Moretti with his first foul. Low fouls, we got 8 total in the game so far, 4 apiece, 14-10. Catholic leads Cherokee here. Under a minute to play first half at the Shootdown Cancer Classic. Carringer. Powell and Bellamy. Cunningham on the floor for Cherokee. Carringer gets it up for Bellamy. Bounce pass for Powell. Powell cross court for Carringer, who now goes baseline with a right hand layup. He leaves it way too long, but a whistle. And Carringer, Clint Freeman whistled for the foul. Carringer's going to go to the line. I believe this is the first free throw attempt of the game. Kyle Carringer will shoot the deuce. First one, no good. Kevin McWade re-enters. Garrett Moretti takes a seat. Little extended run for Garrett with 35 seconds left here in the half. Get your halftime stats coming up on this first half, of which 24 total points have been scored. Second one is no good, and coming in for the rebound is Kevin McWade. McWade now going to walk it up, give it to Cook. Cook crosses the timeline with 30 seconds left to play in the game, in the half. They're looking over at Dave DeWeese, who will call out one final play with 20 seconds to go in the first half of play. Wildwood Catholic going to go into the locker room with the lead. They get it to Kevin McWade with 10 seconds. Jordan Robertson runs down a pass with 8 seconds. Back to McWade. Over to Robertson. Robertson, a long three. Rattles in and out, no good. The rebound comes down to Bellamy. And what do we got? A whistle off the ball. And it looks like Powell. Oh, Freeman's going to get whistled for a foul off the ball, his second. He fouled Powell. And real quick, Will Bell's going to jump in to make sure Freeman doesn't do anything here in the last 1.4 seconds. They're going to inbound a ball, one dribble and a shot, and the shot is no good. And that's going to be how we end the first half of play with the score. Wildwood Catholic 14 and Cherokee 10. Cherokee with a 3-point quarter, a 3 by Brian Cunningham, and that is all the scoring for Cherokee. And 3 field goals by Wildwood Catholic makes it 14-10 at halftime. We're at halftime here at the Shootdown Cancer Classic on 97.3 ESPN.com. We'll take a quick break. We come back with the statistics from the first half of play here in our final game of the night at the Shootdown Cancer Classic here on the campus of St. Augustine Prep on 97.3 ESPN.com. Welcome back here to the Shootdown Cancer Classic. It's the final matchup of the 2014 season here at the Prep, and of course Wildwood Catholic and Cherokee closing out. Wildwood Catholic 14-4, Cherokee 11-5. We're at halftime here, about to start the third quarter. 14-10 is our halftime score, so it's been an ugly first half. We'll see if things open up here in the second half. Leading scorer Clint Freeman with 6 for Wildwood Catholic, 5 for Brian Cunningham for Cherokee. 12 points in the paint for Wildwood Catholic really been the difference. 12 of their 14 have come inside, but Cherokee shooting just 22% has really hurt them. Wildwood Catholic's led by as many as 4, Cherokee by as many as 3. We've had a tie, and the lead has changed 4 times as we start the third quarter here on 97.3 ESPN.com. Clint Freeman puts up a shot over the rim. McWade with the rebound, and he's fouled. So Ed McWade will walk to the line, and McWade hobbled with 2 fouls, just 4 points. Got a chance to extend the lead here for Wildwood Catholic. They lead by 4. This would be their biggest lead of the night, 6. McWade gets it to Cook. 2-3 defense really has been a suffocating 2-3 extended look here by Cherokee. They get in the corner for Robertson. Robertson back up for Cook. Robertson on the wing. Back to Cook between the circles. McWade cross court for Robinson. A 3-ball on the way. It's short and a rebound. Freeman kind of tips it up to himself, but they're going to get Freeman for a foul way off the ball. And that's going to be the 3rd foul on Clint Freeman. Dave DeWeese doesn't like it. Freeman leads the team in scoring, but now he's got 3 fouls. Minute gone by, third quarter. Mike Gill with you on 97.3 ESPN.com. Here in Richland. Handel, Wicksted, back to Carringer. Carringer with the left hand over to Powell. Wicksted at the elbow, leaves it for Bellamy. Bellamy on the right side for Carringer. Carringer loses the handle, but Powell runs it down. Minute and a half gone by. Third quarter, 14-10. Catholic leads. Catholic in the blue, Cherokee in the white and orange. Nice backdoor cut. Wickstead catches. Layup is good, and a foul. And the foul's going to be on Kevin McWade, his first, and that's going to send Wickstead to the line to try to make a 3-point play here. And could be a 1-point game all of a sudden. 14-12 with the free throw coming here. And the free throw is good. 14-13 with 6:16 to play in the third quarter. Cook walks it up for Wildwood Catholic. Robertson on the wing. Robertson dribbles. Cook facilitates to the corner. McWade back to Cook. Cook dribbles to the elbow, and he takes a shot, and it falls in. George Cook gets it to go home. 16-13. I believe that's his first shot of the night. Carringer crosses the timeline over on the wing for Bellamy, and off the ball we got a foul. It looked like Carringer going to get called for an offensive foul as he ran right through George Cook. 16-13, 5:41 to play third quarter. Catholic with the ball and the lead. Cook comes to the right side. Cross court for Robertson. Cook catches on the right wing. Cook over to Robertson on the left side. Back up top to Cook. Over to McWade. Now his brother goes baseline. He leaves it for Robertson. The ball was kind of poked away, but there's going to be an offensive foul called on Eddie McWade, and that's going to be his third. Ed McWade picks up his third foul with 5:15 to play in the third quarter. So with 5:15 in the third, we'll mark that down and see what they do here with Eddie McWade. Bellamy for 3. The rebound's no good. Freeman gets it. One and done on the possession. Under 5 minutes to play. McWade thought about a 3, gets it to Cook. George Cook gets it back to Kevin McWade. Over to Cook. Cook over to Robertson, right back to Cook. Snap pass, but drives the lane. Cook fires one off the back of the glass. It's no good. The rebound comes down to Powell. Powell clears the glass. Up the right sideline comes Carringer. Carringer cross-court pass is stolen by McWade. McWade in transition. 3-on-2. McWade dumps it over to Cook, and Cook pulls it back out. Gets it to Robertson, who gets it to Freeman. Freeman at the left elbow. Freeman cuts the paint, puts up a little shot, and it's no good, and he's going to get called for an offensive foul. So now Freeman has 4 personal fouls, and Will Bell's going to get off the bench. So their leading scorer today, Freeman's going to have to take a seat with 4:25 to play here in the third quarter. 3 for McWade, 4 for Freeman. A team that's not very deep to begin with. Will Bell into the game. Carringer, Wickstead, bounce pass into the corner for Ben Handel. Now Carringer gets it to Wickstead on the left side. Dribble drive, stolen away by McWade. McWade, midway through the third. McWade, snap pass to Bell. Or Cook, excuse me. Cook at the left elbow. Bounce pass, tried to entry for Bell. Bell runs it down. Now he throws it out for Robertson. Robertson traveled with the basketball. They turn it over. So a plethora of turnovers here, and Wildwood Catholic decides, you know what, it's time to take a timeout and talk some things over. 16-13, Wildwood Catholic in the lead on 97.3 ESPN.com. .346 left, third quarter. Crusaders lead the Chiefs 16-13. 2 points in the quarter for Cook. He's got the only 2 for Wildwood Catholic. 3 points for Wickstead. They're the only 3 points in the quarter for Cherokee. I mean, this game has set offense back about 50 years so far. Right about the time John Leon was playing hoops. 16-13, 3:44 left. Get the ball at the elbow. Powell turns it over. Nomos turns it over. It was knocked out of bounds off a Wildwood Catholic defender. It goes out of bounds to stay with Cherokee. Inbound to Powell. Wickstead at the top of the key. Here's Bellamy on the right side. Nice little pass down low, and Bellamy missed a chippy. Maybe nobody feels like scoring tonight. That was an easy one and couldn't get it to fall. McWade on the wing. McWade at the elbow, kicks it out to George Cook. 2-3 zone by Cherokee extended. They get it out to Robertson. Now Cook. Cook thinks about it, gets it to McWade. McWade fakes it to Cook, and he's going to take it himself. Fires one off the glass, no good. The rebound comes down, and it's cleared up by Ben Handel. Here comes Carringer. Carringer crosses the timeline. Carringer on the left side over to Wickstead into the corner. You'd never know, these two teams combined 25-9 on the season. So 2 pretty good teams really having a tough night offensively. Carringer straight on 3, in and out, no good. Rebound comes down to McWade. McWade in transition, gets it out to Cook. Cook up the left sideline. Cook gets it to McWade, who goes baseline all the way to the basket. High off the glass, no good. Bell with the rebound, put back fouled. And Will Bell into the game because Freeman's got the foul problems. They're going to send Will Bell to the line. Jake Powell with the foul. Will Bell. will get 2 shots. And the first one by Will Bell hits the front rim, goes down. 17-13. Biggest lead for Wildwood Catholic was 4. They've matched that right now. Tyler Tobin's in. Wickstead takes a seat. Will Bell, his second chance from the line. And that one's good. So Will Bell hits a pair. Biggest lead of the night, 5 points for Wildwood Catholic. They lead at 18-13 with 2:27 to play. Left wing. Back up top. Tobin into the game. Looks like Wildwood Catholic's got a 2-3 zone. Tobin, dribble drive at the elbow. Kicks it into the corner. Bellamy, and it's long. The rebound comes down. Wildwood Catholic's going to get it. Went off of, it looks like Carringer could not corral it. Now coming in is Garrett Moretti. Will Bell's going to take a seat. Bell was in for Freeman. And also into the game for Cherokee is Brian Cunningham. 5-point Catholic lead, 2 minutes to play in the third. Cook gets it to McWade on the left side. McWade comes to the top. They kick it in the corner for Cook. Bounce pass for Moretti. Moretti's at the top of the key. Bell back to Moretti. Thought about a 3. Now he pumps it over to Robertson, who dribble drives, kicks it out for Bell. Or Cook. 3 ball by Moretti. In and out, no good. Rebound comes down to Powell. Tobin brings it up. Here come the Chiefs, who have just 1 field goal in this second quarter. 18-13, they trail. 1.5 to go in the third. Tobin, snap pass to Carringer. Carringer back to Tobin between the circles. Tobin crosses over to the elbow, kicks it out to Carringer, gets it 1 deep pass to Cunningham. Now a bounce pass for Tobin from the corner to the top of the key. Tobin, Carringer catches on the left side, back to Tobin. Coming up on a minute to play. Carringer to Tobin. Tobin with a 3. In and out, no good. Rebound on the floor, and Wildwood Catholic knocked it out. It's going to stay with Cherokee. With under a minute, 59.6 to go, third quarter. One of the fastest moving third quarters in memory. Bellamy will inbound. They get it to Powell. Cross court to Tobin. Tobin up top for Carringer. Here's Cunningham. 50 seconds left. Tobin. They swing past to Cunningham. A 3, long, and the rebound comes out to McWade. Here comes McWade. 2-on-1. Here comes Robertson, and he gets a layup, and he's fouled first. He got the layup off, but the foul made the layup go way off, and Jordan Robertson's going to go to line shoot 2. Wildwood Catholic has 1 field goal in the quarter, 4 points total. Cherokee has 1 field goal in the quarter, 3 points total. They had 3 points in the second and 3 in the third. That one falls down and goes in. 6-point lead, 19-13 with 40 seconds left in the third quarter is what we're looking at here. And the second one is good. 20-13, 7-point game. Tobin brings it up with 35 seconds to go in the third. We've got 33 total points in this game as we get ready to enter the fourth quarter between 2 teams that are combined 25-9. Cherokee settling for 1. Tobin on the wing. Carringer gets it back to Tobin. Powell at the top of the key. They set up a 3-play in the corner. Tobin's 3 is good. Tyler Tobin hits a 3 to cut it to 4, 20-14, or excuse me, 20-16 is how we'll enter the fourth quarter. Coming up on 97.3 ESPN.com.
The shot is up. And I think we could have used a little bit more wheeze this morning. Give it a try, O'Brien. Thanks to our good friends at the Tropicana Hotel and Casino. Hope you had a safe at Tropicana next.
About to start the fourth quarter here on 97.3 ESPN.com. I'm Mike Gill with you here as we get ready for the final quarter of the 2014 Shootdown Cancer Classic here at St. Augustine. They do a great job with this tournament, and it's down to the final quarter here. 20-16, Wildwood Catholic leads Cherokee, who has the basketball to start the fourth. Tobin, who had just hit that three to cut the lead to 4. Wildwood Catholic had its biggest lead tonight at 7. Cherokee playing catch-up top of the key. Tobin for 3. It's blocked away, and Robertson got a hand on it. Will Bell runs down the rebound. Here comes George Cook. They get it to Robertson. Robertson back to Cook. Cook at the top of the key. Cross-court pass. They get it down on the block to McWade. It's blocked by Powell. Into the hands of Bell, who throws up a shot. The layup falls, and Will Bell was fouled. He'll go to the line. And the foul is on Cunningham, his second. Will Bell will try to make it a three-point play. 22-16 with the free throw coming. So Will Bell in because of Robertson's foul trouble, Freeman's foul trouble. And that one's no good. The rebound to Powell. Tobin brings the ball across the timeline. They trail by 6. Double team, some pressure. The ball's on the floor. Powell runs it down. Carringer now back to Powell. Powell with a straight-on look. Gets it to Carringer, who gets it poked from behind, stolen away. Here comes Robertson. Robertson crosses over, left of the lane. Bounce pass down for McWade, who gets it to Eddie. Eddie loses the handle to Robertson, Bell, and now there's a whistle, and it looks like Powell, who was on the floor, is going to get whistled for a foul. Now they're going to get that on Jake Powell for his second. And a couple changes for Cherokee as Bellamy is into the game. Also Wickstead into the game. Wildwood Catholic with the ball, 6:44 to play. They inbound the ball to Robertson. Robertson from a three-pointer, no good, and it goes out of bounds. So Wildwood Catholic, a one and done there off the inbound. Cherokee gets the ball back. Robertson pulled up from way downtown. Back to live action. Tobin walking it up, crosses the timeline, gets it on the right side for Bellamy. Paul Bellamy back to Tyler Tobin. Wickstead between the circles. Tobin over to Wickstead. Back to Tobin. 6.5 minutes to play in the game. 22-16 Catholic leads. Snap pass for Wickstead. Wickstead into the corner. Powell for 3, and it rattles out. No good. Wickstead with the rebound, and the putback is good. Kevin Wickstead, he's got 7 of the 18 with 6 minutes to play. 2 minutes gone by here in the fourth. 22-18 the score. Wildwood Catholic the lead in the ball. Robertson bounce pass to Cook. Cook pulls it back out. Cook to Robertson. Robertson back to Cook at the top of the key. Into the corner now. And a nice pass from Kevin McWade to Ed McWade, and McWade puts it in off the left block, 24-18. So a good pitch and catch there from the McWade boys. Catholic leads 24-18. Bellamy kicks it into the corner. Tobin thought about a 3, but there was pressure. Now Tobin backing off McWade. Wildwood Catholic wanted a push. They get it to Powell, who now thought there was going to be Bellamy on the kick out there, and he throws it right into the crowd. So they turn the ball over with 5:11 left, and now Clint Freeman, who's been sitting on the bench since 4:25 of the third quarter, comes back into the game for Will Bell, who gave him a nice run with 4 points. Three minutes gone by here in the fourth. McWade on the right side to Robertson. Back to Cook. I mean, Catholic can kill some clock here. They do have a lead, and Dave DeWeese decides, I don't like what I see here, so he's going to call a timeout with 4:46 left to play. It's a full timeout. 4:46 to play in the game. Catholic leads 24-18 here on 97.3 ESPN.com. .446 left in the game. 24-18. Catholic leads Cherokee. Catholic ball. McWade will inbound. Gets it to Robertson. Right back to Eddie. They try to put the trap on him there, and now they get it to Cook. Cook dribbles it back to the top. And now to Robertson. 6-point lead for the Crusaders. Trey Smith into the game for McWade. Kevin. Still kind of a 2-3. Now they look like they're kind of in a matchup zone here. McWade backs out, kicks it to Cook. Halfway through the fourth quarter. Robertson spins, dribble drive, basket goes down, but he took steps first. Dave DeWeese besides himself on that one as they turn it over with 4:01 to play here in the game. 24-18. Let's see if the Chiefs can get going offensively here. 18 points in the game so far. We have 3:45 left to go. Cunningham thought about a three. Gets it to Wickstead in the corner. Up top for Powell. Back to Wickstead, who quickly gets it into the corner. Cunningham for three. It's short, and the rebound gets popped out of bounds by Powell. Mike Frankel catches it. It'll be Catholic ball. Frankel with the camera in his hand went one-handed style on that one. 3.5 minutes to play. Cook crosses the timeline. Smith puts it on the floor and leaves it for Robertson. Bounce pass down on the baseline, and they're gonna. Looks like a foul on Ben Hendel. Good job by Ed McWade to catch that ball. Knew right away he was going baseline with it. And now McWade will go to the line. McWade, 7 points in the game. 1-1 spot here. Although I believe that was a 2-shot foul because he was going to the hoop. And the first one's good. So McWade now with 8, 25-18. McWade's second one is good. 26-18, 3:10 to play. Here come the Chiefs, crossing the timeline. Right side. Wildwood Catholic sitting in a 2-3. And right off the foot of Paul Bellamy out of bounds. And it looks like Cherokee with 2:57 left is going to talk things over. 2:57 left to play here in the fourth. Wildwood Catholic 26, Cherokee Chiefs 18, 97.3 ESPN.com. Ulmer, you got to take the camera on my scorebook here to look at this. I could play connect the dots with the scorebook on the Cherokee side. It's unbelievable. They've got 18 here in the third, and it has been spread out all over the place. Back to live action. Wildwood Catholic with the basketball. Freeman goes baseline. He spins. He's double teamed. He tries to get it out of the double team, but it's stolen away. Here comes the Chiefs. A layup high off the glass. Kyle Kerringer, his first bucket of the game. Gets it to fall. They trail by 6. Robertson with the answer, but he's short on the rebound. Comes down to Cherokee's Wickstead. Here comes Kerringer. Kerringer left in the lane, and he leaves a pass too much. And Robertson steps in with a steal. 6-point lead and the ball. 2:20 to play. Cook spins at the elbow. Pulls it back out. Robertson's got it. At the elbow. Left side, cross court from McWade to McWade. Down low for Freeman. Freeman with a little reverse layup. And Freeman, his first points of the second half, gives him 8 and an 8-point lead. Largest lead of the night. Under 2 to go. Right side. Kerringer can't get it to fall. McWade snares down the rebound, and Cook's got it. And a foul and a personal and an intentional foul going to be called. And it looks like Doug Hiltner is going to pop Kyle Kerringer for a intentional foul. He said he grabbed him by both shoulders. Two shots coming to Cook here. So Cook at the line, shooting the technicals here. And that first one is good. The explanation was that he grabbed him by the two shoulders. Coach Schultz is saying, hey, you were down there. This guy was standing right next to the play. You could say, though, that the guy standing behind wouldn't have seen him grab two shoulders, possibly. From our vantage point, tough to see whether that was true or not. Either way, Cook made a pair. It's a 10-point lead. Cook fires a pass, and it's stolen away. Looked for Freeman in the paint, and he couldn't get it to him. Intercepted. Here comes Cherokee with a minute and a half to play. Putting it on the floor is Handel. Little jumper, no good. The rebound fought for, and it's pulled down by Wickstead. 3-ball by Kerringer, and that's good. So Kyle Kerringer's 3 goes down. It's a 7-point game with 1:18 to go in the basketball game. And with 1:18 to play, Cherokee's going to call timeout. They trail 30-23 on 97.3 ESPN.com. .118 left. Timeout situations, by the way, a 30 left for Catholic and a full, and a 30 left and a full for Cherokee. Crusaders lead by 7 with 1:16 to go. Fouls are at 8 and 4. Wildwood Catholic got 8. Chiefs are way down there with 4, so it's going to take a while for them to even get to the bonus. McWade is fouled. Foul on Kerringer. Fouls on Kerringer is 3rd. Wildwood Catholic now will go to the line for a 1-and-1. They're one away from the double bonus now. Eddie McWade at the line, shoots long. The rebound comes down, and it's ripped down by Ben Handel. 7-point game. Carringer, 3-ball. It's going to be short, and the rebound's going to come down. It's going to come into the backcourt. McWade runs it down. McWade to Robertson. He overshot him, and he threw it out of bounds. And Wildwood Catholic turns it over with 50 seconds left. Boy, all they got to do really is pull it back out and get some foul shots there. They end up turning it over. 7-point game, 45 seconds. Carringer brings it up. Carringer runs to the right side, bounce pass into the corner. 3-ball is long by Bellamy, and it goes out over the top of the backboard. And with 40 seconds, Wildwood Catholic will get the ball back. 30-23. McWade inbounds, gets it to Kevin. Over to Cook. Cook crosses the timeline, some pressure. Freeman, and Freeman's fouled. Freeman will shoot 2 now, by the way, double bonus. Ben Handel, by the way, is charged for the foul, and that's going to be Ben's second, team's 10th. Clint Freeman at the line for the first time tonight. He's got 8. First one, no good. 32 seconds left. Freeman's second one, good. 31-23. Carringer gets it to Handel, and his 3 is good. And Ben Handel hits a 3, and Cherokee's going to call timeout. With 22.2 seconds left in the fourth quarter, 31-26, Cherokee hits a 3 to keep them alive. Back to live action, 22.6 seconds left, 31-26. Wildwood Catholic inbounds. McWade gets it to McWade, and a foul. We'll shoot 2 the rest of the way for Wildwood Catholic anyway. Kevin McWade, no points tonight. First 2 attempts from the line. Wickstead called for the foul. That's his 4th. And, of course, the team over the limit with 21 seconds, 31-26. Kevin McWade is no good for the first attempt here. 5-point game, 21 seconds to go. Second attempt coming for Kevin McWade. And the second one's no good. The rebound, it hits Bellamy in the face, and because it hits him on the face, it pops right into the hands of McWade. Now Cook has it. Cook kicks it into the corner. Back to Freeman. Cross court to McWade, and McWade can't handle the hot potato. Now they get it to Eddie. Eddie dribbles through a couple defenders, and then he's finally fouled. They knocked off about 10 seconds there, though, and now Ed McWade will go to the line to shoot 2. And, boy, all those passes, they couldn't catch up to make the foul. And one free throw here might be a big one. This would make it a 6-point game. Ooh, he missed the first one. You would need 2 threes to tie it with 7 seconds left, but he missed the first one. See if he can make this second one. 31-26. McWade's second one's no good. Then the rebound comes down. Cunningham's got it. Here comes Cunningham. 4 seconds to go. Cunningham, 3 from straight on, no good. And that ball is going to roll out of bounds, and that is how this one is going to end as Wildwood Catholic holds on here in the fourth quarter, and Wildwood Catholic wins it by the score of 31-26. The Crusaders will improve to 15-4 on the season, and Cherokee falls to 11-6. Once again, the final score 31, Wildwood Catholic, Cherokee 26th here on 97.3 ESPN.com. As again, the 15-4 Crusaders, the 11-6 Chiefs. Wildwood Catholic will be a participant in the Cape Atlantic League playoffs, which you can hear on 97.3 ESPN.com. So a nice win for Wildwood Catholic. Eddie McWade has been named tonight's player of the game with 8 points and a bundle of rebounds on the night for Eddie McWade, as he has been named tonight's player of the game for the final game here at the Shootdown Cancer Classic on the campus of St. Augustine. That's going to wrap up the 2014 Shootdown Cancer Classic here. We want to thank all the people from St. Augustine for having us here tonight for the 2 games that we brought to you on 97.3 ESPN.com. And, of course, for more, check out our high school hoops page over at 97.3 ESPN.com. While you're on the page right now, navigate around for everything that's coming up. For Matt Ulmer on the video and the Prime Events guys, John Leon and Joe Fussner on the stats tonight. Mike Gill, we will talk to you in about 10 days for Atlantic City and Holy Spirit Part 2. Once again, the final score, Wildwood Catholic 31, Cherokee 26. Good night, everybody.